Welcome, guys, to my Super Mario Brothers playthrough with live commentary here. Lord Kayoss taking you through another one of these. Been a little while since we've done one. Been really busy in the studio the last few months. Today I decided to dust off the NES and do another one of these. You guys seem to enjoy them, so I figured why not. I closed my eyes and just kind of randomly pointed at one of the cartridges in the stash of many. And lo and behold, Super Mario Brothers is what we came up with. So let's go ahead and get this thing started. It's been a while since I've played this, so hopefully I don't screw up too much. But obviously, anybody who is, I'd say at least 33 years old, 35, something like that, anywhere around that area, definitely know about this game. This is a huge part of people's past, and if you know anything about old school games, you've surely played this a whole heck of a lot. So I'm not going to be showing you anything that you don't already know. If I had to bet, I would guess that's an accurate statement, but just decided to run through it here. I finally had a little loophole in my super busy schedule here, especially over the last few months. Quarter of last year was pretty brutal in the studio. So I finally get to sit back and do something fun. And as I've stated many, many times, these old school video games are the perfect way for me to wind down and just kind of forget what's troubling me. So here we are. And you'll notice that I'm not really going out of my way to get coins. I get the ones that, you know, are readily in front of me, but don't really go out of my way to go after them. I just don't really care, I guess. I mean, of course, if you get 100 of them, you get a 1-up, get an extra life, but I don't know. Maybe it's a bit cocky of me, but I feel I don't really need that. And this is the warp zone that's going to take us to World 4. And World 4, too, will be the stage that has this warp zone for World 8. And this has to be the easiest level in the entire game for me. I mean, you can just speed right through this, jump over everything in your path. You don't have to really stop and think about anything. Just keep running, keep jumping. You're way ahead of Lackey 2, whatever his name is. And that's it. Again, that just has to be the easiest level in the whole game. I think it's easier than the first stage. But yeah, I'm not going to go through every level here. That would just take way too long. I like to keep these relatively short and sweet. Just enough for you guys to kind of get into them and hopefully get some entertainment out of them. And don't want them to run too long. There's no telling how boring my random banter would get at that point. And here we are. And for those of you, I've heard a few people complain and say when they get to this point here, when they get to this little hidden area here to get to the warp zone, if you're big, like if you have a mushroom and you're big, some people can't get through this little space here, like if you don't have the touch to get him in there. Aside from jumping over it and doing the easy thing, just coming over here and hitting the beanstalk, if you're really determined to get up in there and it's frustrating the hell out of you, just bend down, kind of go in there like Donkey Kong. And we'll hit the beanstalk and get up out of here. Next stop is World 8. We'll do a little dance up here at the beanstalk. Hey, look at me, I'm a stupid plumber. I'm not a huge fan of Mario. I'm sure some of you guys, if you've followed my Twitter feed or, you know, if you follow my website where I blog about random crap, I've mentioned a few times I'm sick to death of Mario. I've even wished death on the plumber in the past. Truth be told, of course, it's not that big a deal to me, but I don't know. Nintendo, I mean, the classics will always be there. It'll always be something that I'll cherish forever. Just, I'm a huge sentimental, nostalgic fool, I guess you could say. But in speaking in terms of Nintendo these days, I mean, good God, I wish they'd come up with a different gimmick, get a different character to help push their brand. I mean, somebody like Sony and Xbox, you don't see them constantly rehashing the same character over and over and over again. I mean, yeah, you know, you have games come out on the newer platforms and such, like, you know, PlayStation did have Metal Gear Solid, and it was exclusive to that console until, I guess the Xbox got so popular that Hideo Kojima just realized it was stupid to rob himself of all the extra money that he could be making. And then, you know, Xbox has Halo and stuff like that, but never before has a publisher of video games rehashed the same character as many times as Nintendo's done with Mario, and I just think enough is enough. But, you know, I guess if they're still making money and the guy still sells, then no need to listen to a guy like me. And World 8-2 here. Some people may say this is the hardest level in the game. I don't know. I guess I could both agree and disagree with that. I mean, you've got a lot of difficult jumps here in this stage. A lot of enemies that you have to avoid. If you're actually trying to do a no-hit speed run, this is going to be the level that will test your resolve the most, because you've got all these bullet bills, you've got all this stuff flying around you've got to avoid. And normally the thing that I find is the biggest mistake that people make. They get in way too big of a hurry. Of course, that can backfire, because if you stand around and wait too long, you kind of, I don't know exactly how to explain it, but the enemies on the screen, they kind of fall into a rhythm, I guess you can say. And if that happens, you really have to time things just perfectly to get away from certain situations. But in this particular case, best offense is a good defense, I guess. Don't get in too big of a hurry. Deal with the projectiles coming at you. Time your jumps, and you'll be fine. I found the easiest way to beat this game is to get to 8-4 when you have your fireballs, which, you know, yeah, that's a no-brainer, I know, but some people, they at least like to have their mushrooms so they're big and they can take one shot, maybe make their way all the way to Bowser and just make a suicide rush at him, take one hit, and you're good to go. You can get your little invincibility status after the hit and still knock him into the pit. But I don't know, me, I just kind of like to bulldoze everything out of my way. And these Hammer Brother guys here are really annoying, especially if you're not big. But if you make it to 8-3 and you're small, you still have hope. There's a mushroom right here. Well, if you're small, it's a mushroom. And if you can manage to make it through the next set of Hammer Brothers, there's a fire flower or a mushroom if you have gotten hit. So you can still get that status before you head into the castle, no problem. I just like to get these guys out of my way, and this is going to be where the other one is, no problem. Probably going to jinx myself, but I have not taken a hit yet, and I've not played this game in a long time. So, guess I'm happy about that. Again, just take it slow, be careful, and get his plumber behind up that flagpole. Get some points. And for those of you that aren't aware about the time count, over in the top right-hand corner, if the last digit of your time ends with a 1, 3, or a 6, that's how you get fireworks. Some people, I think, are still oblivious to that, but it's not exactly a world issue that you need to be on top of, so if you didn't know it, I don't think too many people will blame you. And I don't think I've gotten fireworks at all this whole run. I haven't been paying attention. But here we are in the castle, the last stage of the game. Didn't take us too long to get here. And if things go my way, I will get through here without taking a hit. I mean, really, if you have fireballs at this point, if you're a competent gamer of any sense, there's no reason to get hit. Although mistakes happen. Normally, if I get hit, it's just out of sheer carelessness. I just get in too big of a hurry sometimes. Especially with this part of the stage right here is usually where I get too far ahead of myself, but things seem to be going decently well. Get this blooper to take the bait here, or we'll just kill him. How about that? Yeah, whatever. That will work too. Alright, here's where the Hammer Brother is going to be, and we'll get rid of him. The only thing we got to worry about is that fireball right there. We'll just time that, no problem. And You can either hit them with some fireballs or make a rush at them. If you'd rather drop them in the pit of flames as opposed to beating them with fireballs, you can do that. I guess I'll go the much more traditional route here and drop him. See ya. Could have did the no-hit there at the end, but just wanted to demonstrate, I guess. You had a couple of options, and got myself hit so I could get to that drawbridge. You don't have to take a hit to get there, but me, I didn't really care, so... But real quick, just want to thank you all for subscribing and leaving the cool comments. I'm glad you guys are enjoying these videos. There really wasn't a whole lot to this one, just something to kind of get back out there with. Stay tuned for more of these. I'm definitely back. I'm motivated and enthusiastic, and I should actually have some extra time to work with here so I can hammer some more of these out for you. So be on the lookout for that, and hope you guys have a great day. Check you later.